Hi, this is Rachel Israel with STEM News and Global World Report. We have breaking news that will have a huge impact on the global scene in the very near future. Let's take a look at what's going on around the world.
Section 1. A new and worrying admission. On March 2, 2026, a stark admission came from the highest levels of the Pentagon. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth spoke plainly. He confirmed a powerful Iranian weapon had penetrated American defenses. It was a new and worrying development. You have air defenses, and a lot's coming in, and you hit most of it. His words painted a dense, chaotic battlefield. The Secretary wasn't sugarcoating. The admission was more than a single attack. It signaled a fundamental challenge to U.S. posture. For decades, the U.S. relied on technological overmatch to project power to protect its forces. Hegseth introduced a term, squirter. So, what exactly is a squirter? The term is not a formal military designation. It's operational jargon for any incoming threat that evades layered defenses. A low-flying cruise missile hugging terrain to avoid radar. A small, fast attack drone launched in a swarm. A ballistic missile on an unusual trajectory meant to confuse interceptors. The key trait: it leaks through the defensive screen that's supposed to stop it. Its danger is that it defies expectations. Modern air defenses are built in layers. Long-range radars provide early warning. The Navy's Aegis system, the Army's THAAD system. Closer in, Patriot missile batteries. Short-range point defense systems provide the final layer. The architecture is meant to be redundant and robust, but relies on detecting, tracking, and engaging threats in predictable ways. A squirter is dangerous because it's unpredictable, or one of many that overwhelm the system. This is central to the new tactical environment in the Gulf. The concept of a squirter was not merely a theoretical concern for the Pentagon. It was made tragically real by a successful Iranian strike on a U.S. facility in Kuwait. A weapon, described as one of these elusive threats, penetrated multiple layers of defense. It struck a hardened tactical operations center, a nerve center for coordinating military activities in the area. The attack was devastatingly effective. It killed 6 American service members, a painful loss and a significant escalation. Fortifications were not enough to stop this particular weapon. This was brutal proof of a saturation strategy amid a massive barrage. Air defenses intercepted the vast majority of incoming threats. But amidst this chaos, one weapon found a seam. It slipped past Patriot and other measures, delivering a fatal blow. The loss underscored the very real dangers faced even in rear areas, a tactical victory with major strategic implications. The confirmation drove home the severity, turning abstract defenses into human tragedy. The direct threat posed by squirters and the tragic loss of life in Kuwait prompted an immediate and visible change in U.S. naval strategy. The Pentagon made a calculated decision to reposition its most valuable assets. 2 carrier strike groups, USS Gerald R. Ford and USS Abraham Lincoln, were ordered to move. They did not withdraw from the conflict. Instead, they sailed out of the narrow, congested Persian Gulf, relocating to the Arabian Sea and the northern Indian Ocean. A defensive maneuver to preserve strategic power. Operating at extended range changes the risk-reward calculation. The move places carriers outside many shorter-range threats while preserving strike reach. Modern air wings, aided by refueling, can still strike deep. The intense pressure of constant missile and drone barrages creates another insidious danger: friendly fire. In a sky saturated with threats, distinguishing friend from foe becomes incredibly difficult. This danger was realized when Kuwaiti forces mistakenly shot down 3 American F-15E Strike Eagle fighter jets. The jets were on a combat mission during a large-scale Iranian attack. In the chaos of the moment, with dozens of tracks on screens, a terrible mistake was made. Friendly fighters were identified as hostile and engaged. Fortunately, all 6 pilots ejected safely and were recovered in stable condition. The loss of 3 advanced jets was a significant blow. The fog of war is a very real danger in high-intensity conflict. Deconfliction in a complex multinational airspace is daunting. An immediate investigation aims to prevent a repeat, but pressure can break procedures. To understand a squirter's success, start with modern air defense architecture. The Navy's Aegis protects wide areas against missiles and aircraft. Patriots defend critical sites like air bases and command centers. THAAD adds a crucial upper-tier intercept against higher, faster threats. These interceptors are marvels and very expensive, slow to produce. Iran can field large numbers of cheaper drones and missiles. The result is a fundamental economic imbalance. Saturation is brutally simple. Overwhelm from many directions and heights. Eventually, systems run out of interceptors or time. Even a 99% success rate can still let a squirter through. Some Gulf allies are already running low on interceptor munitions. A reported strike destroyed a $1.1 billion AN/FPS-132 early warning radar in Qatar, creating blind spots and shorter warning times. The Hegseth admission, the squirter attack, friendly fire, and carrier repositioning converge at a strategic crossroads. Short-term moves preserve forces, but the long-term demands change. It could become a contest of industrial capacity. Cheaper interceptors, directed energy, and high-powered microwaves can flip the economics. Better sensors and AI can reduce chaos and misidentification. This overlay shows how some threats can leak through layered defenses, marked in red tracks. Here's the so-called squirter, a low-profile, high-speed projectile designed to slip past radar. Patriot batteries are engaging incoming threats, but saturation tactics can create coverage gaps. Aegis destroyers provide layered maritime defense, yet some tracks still manage to breach the rings. THAAD adds high-altitude coverage, but interceptor shortages limit how long systems can sustain defense. The Ford and Lincoln strike groups have shifted into the Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean to stay out of swarm range. Due to saturation, friendly air defenses tragically misidentified and shot down Allied aircraft.
Can I prove Iran's Squirter missiles are getting through U.S. defenses? Iran's been making waves with its missile program, and there's growing concern that these missiles could potentially bypass the advanced defense systems the U.S. has in place. This raises a pretty big question: are Iran's missiles, sometimes colloquially referred to as Squirter missiles, a real threat to U.S. defenses? The term Squirter missiles isn't an official designation, but it hints at the perceived ability of these missiles to evade or penetrate defenses. So, what's making them potentially challenging? For one, their speed and maneuverability could make them harder to track and intercept. Additionally, if Iran has developed missiles with advanced guidance systems, that could significantly increase their accuracy and effectiveness. Then there's the issue of saturation. If Iran can launch a large number of missiles simultaneously, it could overwhelm U.S. defense systems. Finally, the development of missiles with ranges that can reach U.S. military bases or even the continental United States adds to the concern. Iran's missile technology has seen significant advancements over the years. They have developed various types of missiles, including ballistic missiles and cruise missiles, with ranges that vary from a few hundred to several thousand kilometers. Some of these missiles have been showcased with impressive capabilities, such as high-speed maneuverability and advanced guidance systems. On the other side, the U.S. operates a multi-layered missile defense system, designed to detect, track, and intercept incoming missiles. This system includes ground-based interceptors in Alaska and California, Aegis-equipped ships, and Patriot missile defense systems, among others. The U.S. missile defense systems have shown mixed results in tests and real-world scenarios. While they have successfully intercepted targets in some cases, there have been failures and concerns about their effectiveness against more advanced threats. The complexity of missile defense lies in the variables of speed, trajectory, and the countermeasures that can be employed by the incoming missiles. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario where Iran launches a salvo of its longer-range missiles towards a U.S. military base. Assume these missiles are equipped with advanced guidance systems and decoys to evade interception. The U.S. defense systems would need to detect and track these missiles quickly, then prioritize and intercept them. However, if the missiles can penetrate the initial layers of defense, the remaining missiles could potentially cause significant damage. In conclusion, the question of whether Iran's missiles pose a credible threat to U.S. defenses isn't straightforward. The situation is complex, with both sides continually updating and improving their capabilities. What do you think? Are Iran's missiles a real threat to U.S. defenses? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more geopolitical analysis, consider subscribing for future content. If you're curious about missile defense technologies, check out our related video on how missile defense systems work.
Well, that's the news for tonight. Thank you so much for continually supporting our content. If you did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and share this with your friends and family. I'm sure they would find it interesting as well. We're very excited to continue this journey with you. We thank you all for bringing certain stories to our attention, and for continually keeping us updated with certain events around the world.
Coloring Book for Kids, Volume 2. Available August 15, 2025 on Amazon. The Bible Lions Coloring Book for Children. Color 30 fun designs of inspirational verses and Christian artwork. A beautiful children's coloring book designed to fill your child's mind with the positive words of God's love. The Bible Lions Coloring Book for Kids was designed to be a fun, yet effective way to help children calm their tension. Hand-lettered quotes and adorable hand-designed illustrations will inspire your child as they reflect on God's promises.